Hey traders, this is William, and I'm going to share with you my live recap from today. And I really want to just make it so clear why I was so confident in this trade. So let me share with you this before we get into the live trade. Okay, and I talked about this in the live trade, but I want to do it right now. Here is SPY. SPY is in an uptrend with a gap up, very, very strong. Here is AMD. Uptrend, consolidation, trying to break out. Here is, let's say, NVIDIA. Uptrend, trying to break out. Okay, here is QQQ. Gap up, all-time highs, okay? Is it all-time highs? Yeah, well, duh, all-time highs. MU, on the other hand, trending down, pullback, gap down, okay? So very, very different. Notice how independent SPY and MU are, and QQQ and MU and AMD, right? Trending down, clean move up, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, bam, gap down. All right, so the environment is completely different, and this overall is bearish. This is a bearish stock. It's officially bearish. Then look at this 60-minute pre-market. Before this candle showed up, it looked like this. Okay, you see that? These three candles were looking very, very bearish. So I was very much interested in finding a short opportunity. Okay, there was nothing crazy in the pre-market. There was very little volume, only 120,000 shares or so. Nothing significant to tell me there was a bottom whatsoever. So when I waited, you get the first 1 minute candle pulling up. I waited for the first 1 minute low, got a new fill, and then hit my target for 3 to 1. So that's why pre-market prep is so important. Okay, you do these things to try to find these stocks that aren't acting the same way as other stocks, or that have news, or that are independent of SPY, and you have a reason to believe this stock is actually going to move and do something that I can catch. I hope you guys are having a great trading day also so far. Hey traders, this is William, and I am eyeballing MU. Check out SPY. SPY gapped up in an uptrend. MU is in a downtrend with a pullback retracement. Then it's made a pivot on the daily with the pre-market action from today, and it's with the gapping down, so it's independent of SPY and looking weak. And look at the SPY. Oops. Let's go with SPY 2 minutes here. Nice little run up here in the last 2 minutes in the pre-market, on the last 2 minute chart, I mean. And MU didn't have that. It had a little bit, but look, there's no volume. This is nothing. So this looks very weak to me. Check out AMD. Look at that. That got a volume spike. And look at the daily of AMD. Look at other tech stocks, right? We know all the tech stocks are having big days at tops of trends. Okay, so MU is not like that. So MU is independent of SPY. Something's going on with MU that's making it very, very weak and independent. And after this gap down on the daily, I'm looking for a very, very early trade on this. But let's see if we see something right away. Okay, we want to see something right away. It's going up to some slight moving averages on the lower time frame. Not extreme volume or anything. Don't see anything on level 2, time and sales yet. SPY is doing a big dump though, which makes me believe this is going to dump. Moving average, moving average, moving average, moving average. We just need to see some sort of confirmation. If it breaks this 1 minute low, I'll go in with a 10-cent stop because I don't think it'll look back. I think it'll flush. If it breaks 49. So now I'm looking at the level 2. Hey traders, it's William. I paused the video so you can see this. Look on the level 2 bid right now. You see at 44.50, it's the largest order of the day that showed up anywhere on the bid and ask so far. 10,900 shares. Not very significant, but it is some sort of minor support, or a level at least, where someone put a large order. Now watch the time and sales, how someone flushes an order right into it and takes it out instantly, which is why I was so confident in this, because I saw it. Okay, this is seriously 1 second later. Look at the time and sales. Look at all that red. Someone hit the bid, and you can see on my larger time and sales, someone had a 5,000 share order, which is also right here. But it was flushed into and took out that 10,000 share order pretty instantly, which gives me confirmation someone is going to sell into every level and make a significant move down. Without that, I would not have been so confident in the trade. That's how you can use time and sales in level 2 as confirmation for ideas. Ooh, got a bad fill. I wanted to get 49, got 43. Stop is still 44.61. Not the fill I wanted, but I really like this idea. It is definitely going down to 44 before it stops me out. I mean, as certain as that, as certain as you can be with anything in the stock market, but it's going down. Then you see this daily chart here. If it goes down to 44, that'll give me only pretty much a 2-to-1, and I think it'll break 44. It's not going to hold 44 to the penny on this. When you look at the daily, it doesn't have any level there at 44. So it's not going to hit it to the penny. It will break through 44. So that's when I'll bring out my handy dandy calculator. So entry was 44.43, stop was 44.61, 2R 44.07, 3R 43.89. That's gonna hit. I think that can hit. And in this case, I don't have to be in a rush. When the target is that far away, you see all that red time in sales? Right there, bam, someone flushed the bid. And it didn't hold 44.20, okay? You see it went down to 44.15, 16, so it's going down, like I said. So we want 43.89. That'll be my 3R. Okay, so now you can see it's on the charts. Like I said, I was so certain this would be under, this would hit 44. As certain as you can be, I knew it would. But look at this, traders. If it hits 44 and then it flushes down, which it will, 100% will, as much as you can say that, then we're at the pre-market low here. And then I get so angry with myself, and honestly with other charts, when I see people and myself taking profit right when so many more traders would just jump into the trade. It's this funny little thing I have. So at this point, I would be an all or nothing at 43.89. And the daily chart, I mean, that daily resistance for right there, which is weak, adds just a little. I'm going to keep it though. This is my rule on the trade. I don't want to be greedy. I think this is going to turn into a 4R, 5R, 6R trade. If I held for the day, the environment is great for it. And I got a great entry. All right, traders, so let's analyze it at this moment. 5 minute, under yesterday's low. This doesn't have the pre-market or post-market. Looks very, very bearish. Broke 5 minute low. Below all the moving averages on the 5. Below it on the 2. Below it on the 1. Trying to break the 15 minute low. After it went up, it's coming back down to engulf, and it's still got 8 minutes left. This low here of the pre-market is 43.94. Okay, 60-minute chart. Ran up for the pre-market, and that was from the opening 1 minute that just ran up. A little bit of profit taking probably, then come back down very fast. This looks weak. Look at this 60-minute chart. Your first even sort of level is 43.90, which is where my target is, 43.89, and it looks like it's gonna be more than that 3R trade, like I said. And then the daily chart, like we talked about, was SPY. Right, SPY is gapping up, SPY is at all-time high, SPY is trending up, MU is trending down with a little bit of a pullback, and then a gap down. Very, very, very independent, okay? It was so clear to me. I actually mentioned this in the YouTube Bear Bull Traders chat from this morning. I'll pull this up so you know, like, I was really, really liking this. There you go. Bam, filled. I called it out in the if they post it later, I'll post it. I'll post my little comment. It was so obvious to me, traders, for all of those reasons. This is why pre-market prep is so good in looking at other stocks. This wasn't on a lot of people's radar because it wasn't gapping up. It wasn't on a gappers list. It wasn't significant. There wasn't a volume spike in the morning. There was nothing that a lot of traders look for to find a stock, but I look for slightly different things sometimes. It only had 100,000 or so shares pre-market volume. And it wasn't doing anything of interest and there was no news, but I saw the completely different trading environment that MU is in. It is such a clear downtrend with such a clear pullback with such a clear gap down for a potential move back down. And look at this, right when pre-market starts to break, we get the increasing volume. Pre-market low, increasing volume. There is a relationship there. Promise you, pre-market low, increase volume. Pre-market low, increase volume. Okay, that's a significant level. Pre-market low, pre-market high.